What's going on, guys? In this video, I'm basically going to be going over one of the submissions from one of my community posts about 2 weeks ago, where I asked what kind of video you guys want to see. And the top voted response was how to start calisthenics and basically know that what you're doing is the right thing. So in this video, I'm going to be going over basically how I started calisthenics, which, if you don't know, I've been lifting for about 2 years, but the way I really started my fitness journey was by just doing calisthenics in my room. And I think that's a great way for anyone to start if they don't know where to begin. And by the way, if you don't know who I am, my name is Greg, and my goal is to help out young men on their self-improvement journeys. Clearly, if you're watching this video, that's something that you're interested in, so feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. I'd greatly appreciate it, and you'd join a growing community of young men on their self-improvement journeys. Now, the great thing about calisthenics is that it's one of the easiest ways of exercising that you can get into, because it doesn't take any expensive gym membership or equipment. You're the weights. So in a best case scenario, all you would really need is maybe a local calisthenics park or a calisthenics gym that you can head to for free that's outside. Or worst case scenario, you're just in your room on the floor with like a mat or a blanket, which is the way that I got started. So don't get it wrong. If you really just have nothing to work with, that's still fine. Now in this video, I won't necessarily be specific about what workouts you should do, which ones you shouldn't do, what's the best range of. I'm not going to be talking about that because I've already made a video showing my beginner calisthenic workout plan, which I'm going to link right here and you can watch that. But what I am going to be talking about in this video is sort of like the tips and mental routine you have to go through if you want to get started as a newbie in calisthenics. Now, personally, the way that I started is that I would watch these videos of these calisthenics YouTubers who would do, like, let's say a 10-minute workout, and you would go along with them and follow the timer and whatever. Now, I didn't really enjoy this at all. I felt like they weren't made for someone like me, who was like a skinny guy trying to get bigger and whatever. I wasn't trying to look leaner. I was literally trying to gain weight. So all the fat burning, six-pack, ab crunch workouts that I saw, I didn't really care for. I wanted to get stronger. So what I ended up doing is that I would pick apart some of the strength exercises that I liked from a lot of these YouTubers. So I'd take certain exercises, this exercise, that one, and basically compile them into my own routine that I ended up following. So this is the first step that I'd recommend to any newbie, is to create your own routine. Even if you have no experience, take at least a few exercises that you like and create your own routine. As you go along, you can add to it and adjust it based on what your goals are. So if your goal is to build a bigger chest, you can start by just doing, 15 push-ups as part of your beginner routine. But as you get more experience, you learn more, you learn from others who are also doing calisthenics. You can make those push-ups more challenging. You can do a super high volume of push-ups. You're basically just adjusting to whatever your goals are. The second thing I feel like I have to mention to anyone getting started on doing calisthenics is that there are only so many workouts you can do. There are only so many variations of push-ups and pull-ups and whatever that you can do. And this applies to weightlifting as well. So you need to take control of your nutrition, your supplements, and your sleep. These three things are very crucial when you're first starting to get into it. You take care of your nutrition because if you want to gain weight, you need to be in a caloric surplus. If you start working out calisthenics and you're eating the same, great, you're going to have obviously you're going to have your newbie gains, but you're not maximizing your potential. You're not maximizing the amount that you could be if you were taking care of your nutrition. And this applies to supplements too. When I first started working out calisthenics, on my floor, I began to take 2 supplements, and that was protein powder and creatine. And quick disclaimer, I'm not one of those nutritional supplement purists that says, no, you should never take that because I heard that it's impure and you're not natty. Using supplements is great if it helps you reach your goals. I've literally nothing against supplements, and I really get annoyed whenever people start calling people out for using them. That's ridiculous. And the reason that I ended up taking these supplements was because I found that they would help me reach my goals at the end of the day. My goals being to get bigger, get stronger, and gain weight. Sleep, do I even have to talk about sleep anymore? Sleep is probably the most important supplement that you can get throughout your entire weightlifting workout career. Nothing will replace sleep. Sleep affects your gains so much to the point that You could consider having great, perfect sleep a steroid, because it's literally just that. It's that effective. All right. This, me describing it to you like this, should tell you how important getting simply 8 hours of sleep can do for you. The last really important tip that I have to share with any newbie who's getting started on calisthenics is to focus on the volume of sessions, not necessarily the volume of work you're doing in those sessions. Now, what I mean by this is focusing on the amount of workouts that you're doing, let's say throughout the week or throughout the month, and not how long you're going for those workouts or how much you're burning yourself out on those workouts. Going hard and going to the last rep on a crazy set is great. But if it's your first week of working out and you do that, you're going to be sore for the next 4 days. You're not going to be able to work out for the next basically half a week. You're wasting all that time. If as a newbie, your first week you're going super hard, you're probably only going to make it to 2 workouts that week because you're going to be way too sore the next day to even lift your hands up or lift your muscles up. Your chest is going to be aching. You're not going to want to move. You're not going to want to keep going. Your motivation is going to be down the drain. You'll gain a lot more by just doing as many sessions as you can rather than just going crazy every single session. It's more worth it to do 10 minutes of a simple workout than to completely destroy yourself on one workout. This is why I say that any calisthenics workout should not be more than 20 minutes. Calisthenics is honestly a very energy intensive form of working out. Maybe you can go for 2 hours in the gym. Me personally, I've gone several sessions where I go 2 hours in the gym, but you have rest breaks. You have long rest breaks. You're doing maybe isolation exercises that don't tire you out as much. Calisthenics is different, at least the way that I was doing it. Set up your workout plan so that you're doing, short bursts of high intensity. You're still keeping high intensity, but only for very moderate amounts of time. If you're first getting started, focus mainly on getting a decent intensity of your workouts, but just do as many as you can throughout the week. If you can go for 4 days out of the week doing your calisthenics workout, that's great. I honestly really encourage that. Try to get in as many sessions as you can, and it'll become a habit. You'll build experience and you'll be able to go for longer in those sessions after you've already gotten started. Don't go crazy your first 1 or 2 weeks. Give your body, medium sessions to work with so that you can recover easily and go on to the next one the next day. That's all I have for today. If you have any questions about calisthenics or how I got started, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. And remember, winners win, losers lose. Go be a winner today.